Present day. The news of a new avoidance is out. Obviously, the people who worked on the project, Nigel in particular, knows something is up, something's fishy. That's the suit I built. So he confronts Bartleby Baxter, and so he's one of the many people who knew that Bartleby Baxter was Voidance. Present day, the new Voidance is still parading around, and then there's news that Bartleby Baxter has been killed. I mean, police think it's just a second-degree murder. Bart knows it's a first-degree murder. Nigel knows it's first-degree murder when the skull kills him. The skull, of course, being Viro's son, who's out for revenge as well. Maxwell Hellborn's son, who is also second personality as the skull. But you all know that. I won't go into that. So, here we have Bart, who's grieving away at the funeral, and he's surprised to see his very own science teacher is at the funeral. He's like, well, what, is he there to support me? I mean, I'm not really into that class science that much. I'm not really well known to that teacher. I mean, I've only had the class for a month or two now. Why is he here? Well, that's when he approaches him and says, basically, Bart Baxter, I knew your grandfather. I helped him with the project. I know you are the Voidance that's now parading around. Of course, he's all shocked. He's like, how do you know this? Holy crap! Well, he learns that Malik helped on the project, and that he has knowledge of the suit. He has knowledge how to build. He has knowledge how to upgrade, and he has all that money stashed away still. Of course, it's now a larger sum. So he agrees to help Bart in his quest as Bug. So where does Bug come from? I mean, he's Voidance. How does he change to Bug? Well, like I said, our teacher is thrilled with the insect world, the defense mechanisms of an insect. So when Bart knows that he doesn't want to soil his grandfather's name. He thinks that his grandfather's name, Voidance, should, he doesn't want to ruin it. He wants to be his own hero. He has to be his own hero. And that's exactly what his grandfather suggested while he was alive. So he goes in for a checkup with Mr. Malik, who agrees to upgrade the suit with all the ideas he had with the money that's stashed away. I mean, he's like, well, I was going to use this money when I was younger, but now, just everything it just drove me basically almost insane. I'm an alcoholic now. Basically all that. So he upgrades the suit, changes the color to red, adds little adjustments, and of course the fan of insects gives it an insect theme. So this is where the Bug comes from. This is where the insect is put into it. He has added his technology ideas. For example, instead of just shifting to conceal a bullet or a blow, it can also now download from Wi-Fi into the suit different sort of technological things. For example, say if Bart has his usual air blasters on his gloves, his boots, his jetpack. The jetpack opens up like wings and to fly. But of course, it's we want to go realistic, so it doesn't actually work correctly. He's not like Iron Man who flies around with ease. We're gonna go for there's no such thing as a jetpack in today's society, but it could possibly happen. They're probably working on it. So obviously, it's going to be sputtering. It's going to be not working well, and that's where Bart's free running skills come in. He'll be running around rooftops, jumping, using basically the jetpack for extra boosts and stuff. So another ability he can download while in the suit is all the technology from when it constricts, it will go to his legs. It will constrict. It will build up, making the legs of the suit. Sorry, this is me continuing, because I stopped it last time, I was interrupted by my sister, who you can hear in the background screeching like a fucking cat. Sorry for the swear, I'm pretty pissed off, and I've kind of lost my train of thought, so I'm just going to try and pick it up from what I remember. Okay, so I was talking about the technology, and it can be, he downloads it from like a Wi-Fi connection. So for example, if the nanotechnology from his chest could just kind of subtract a little bit. I mean, it would still have to cover his skin. It won't like disappear, but it would go down to his legs, making his legs, the suit of the legs of the suit and the boot, they get stronger, get like more, so he can jump higher. And another example would be, what's an example Alex used in his story? Okay, the cricket rubs its legs together, and it makes a noise. So Bug gets the ability to download something like his suit. You rub any part of his suit together, and it will make like a loud noise, like a screeching noise that you'd have to, it would hurt. Which is something he probably could get an idea from while fighting his villain, who's also a avoidance villain, Crescendo. Yes. So he has like a bunch of abilities like that. He can his hide or his exoskeleton will become like slippery, and he could, like, for example, if Toro grabs him in a bear hug, his suit will kind of get slippery and slip right out of his arms. Just stuff like that. I wouldn't call it shape-shifting because he can't change into everything. And he's technically not changing. He's actually downloading traits. It's something original. It's never been done before. Well, technically, I think it's never been done before. Alex knows it's never been done before. So this will just be great. Okay. I think that's all I have to say about Nigel Malik. Another thing I was going to bring up, a micro I just made yesterday, was of a mime character. And I had this idea in my head shifting around for a while now, for a long time, and I just thought, we've got a lot of villains. I've made a lot of villains, and I don't think we should wait for these other villains to be done with before we invent more. But of course, I wanted to get this character out somehow, so I thought of a way to do it. And of course, her power kind of relates to the Cirque de la Strange. Now I said that wrong because I'm not French, but you know the idea of it. The group of circus freaks led by Hallusion. You may have a different way of pronouncing that. I pronounce it Hallusion. You might call him Hallusion, or something like that. I say Hallusion, kind of like illusion. That's his powers are basically based around that. He's a magician.